Hey guys. Fire signs, whomever you are on the other side of that screen. We're going to be doing an elemental reading today for the element fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. First, we're going to start with our ghost box, or our ghost scanner, or spirit scanner. We're going to see what comes through in that. As I shuffle these cards, set my intentions. If you hear anything that I don't, anything that sticks out to you, feel free to put that in the comment section.
S-Box. Scanning. SM.
How serious?
Cost effective.
Cost effective.
God.
Okay. Looked away for the backer.
Looked away.
Back on the bus. So make the call. Is the best in the
That's the game. That's it.
Awesome.
Not complaining. Time for digestion, no?
Support it.
I can go wrap it up.
Spark controversy.
And see, these very people, they like asparagus and mushrooms.
Asparagus and mushrooms.
Over 20 years. And
Limitations.
North and South Mountain. Take note.
Necesita. Hoy al...
Library. Collection of... I can't wait to tell you about a...
Missy. Wise policy. For this health.
Top the table. Okay.
What you gonna do, Molly?
The reason we're in Thundercut. And every day that's built.
Nautilus. Seating.
That was interesting. I get this frequency and this energy of the cure. The cure. We heard God being called out in that. There were several things that were called out in that, but what I was feeling intuitively was some kind of cure. Something that you can't get a test for. Something that you can't get a blood test for. Something that's transmitted. I also got this energy of like going on a journey or going down a journey and not realizing what that journey would do to you, how it would weather you, right? Like, for example, if you're down in Florida, right, you know that the cars in Florida experience rust because of the humidity, right? There's certain places that you go and certain things that lay you susceptible to certain things. There's certain paths that we've taken. I'm hearing the fast life. Okay, I'm getting like whoever I'm talking to, like you're really waking up to the naivety of what you believed was a consequenceless path and journey. Some of you guys, this has to do with love. For some of you, this just boils down to a lifestyle. This also talks about like investing in and nurturing relationships that aren't healthy, right? Because they're, you know, the good time person for right now, right? It's like, I know this person's probably not good for me, but it's better than nothing, and I want to have fun, right? It's this energy of like, I'm feeling like a backlash, or what remains with us from our earlier days. Whoever I'm picking up on here, there's like this conflicting and contradicting perspective on the past. On one hand, you feel like, you know, you lost something, and on another hand, you feel like you gained something, right? And both can be true. But there's something about a cure. There's something about being fully cured of something. There's something about extracting the things that work and being able to release and let go of the things that, extracting the things that are going to serve and nourish you from that, and ejecting what isn't. They're giving me like poop, right? We take in the vitamins of food and the nutrients, and we extract, or excuse me, we release what is not needed. We excrete what is not needed. We discard. Right, so the discarding is here. There's a thing about constipation, and there's something about a cure here. So let's go from there. First, I'm being guided to look at the definition of a cure, or not the definition, the root word of cure. Cure, origin Latin, cura, care. To take care of, from cura, care. The original noun sensed were care, concern, responsibility, in particular spiritualism care, hence cure, sense 3 of the noun. In the Middle English, the senses medical care and successful medical treatment arose, which hence remedy, the remedy and the cure. Cure, etymology. Cure, care, heed, from Latin cura, care, concern, trouble, with many figurative extensions over time, such as study, administration, office of a parish priest, a mistress, and also means of healing, successful remedial treatment of a disease, from Old Latin cura, corrida, a noun of known origin meaning medical care. Interesting. Restore to health or of sound state. That's interesting. I'm feeling like resonance, right? So like, you know, when you tap a piece of crystal or glass, it resonates. There's a ting, there's a ring, right? Sounding bowls and all that jazz. When there's something obscuring, there's something like a removing you from your potency and removing you from your origin, something that is added, like a cancer, or something that is like something that needs to be cut away. You're not quite singing the way that you could, fire signs. You're not quite singing. You're not resonating exactly. Spirit is saying this is like a cure that is self synthesized and offered to the self. Okay, we're going to get into different situations of how this plays out, but they're saying like this is not like a passive thing. This is something that we must give ourselves. Some of you guys are doing this for someone else. Some of you guys are being able to see it in yourself, doing it for someone else, and then doing it for yourself. There's something about like a wisdom put to action. To restore to health or a sound state. To restore to health or a sound state. To take care of. Prepare for preservation by drying, salting, etc. Interesting. Alright. Let's go into these cards. This is the first card that came up and made me feel like there's some kind of cure or remedy, right? A self-synthesized remedy or cure. The Three of Swords in the reverse is about relief. But it's not a relief that's temporary. It's a relief that is like, damn, I didn't even know I was hurting. I didn't even know my vision was that bad. I didn't even know I couldn't see clearly. I didn't even know something was wrong with me until I felt the shift. And now I realize I've been fucking in pain my whole life. There's something here. And it has to do with where we've been. I got this kind of vision earlier of like walking on the beach and then having an intense pain, finding out that because of where you've traveled, you stepped on a sea urchin and all of those little pricks broke off inside your skin. We think we're invincible when we're young. We're also riding off the fumes of like of that energy of youth, but still like living with the brokenness and the programs of our trauma and bullshit. And we think that we can still do it. God bless us at that time. 11:44 on the clock. God bless us. But we really feel like we're invincible. We feel like we can do it all. We're good. And we just keep pushing into it, not realizing like we're picking up a whole bunch of shit that we're going to have to answer to eventually. But what we're picking up is not just bullshit. We're also picking up like, venom. Like it's almost like you're getting the venom, but you also are developing and have the resources, and you have stuff inside you now to develop the antidote, the cure. There's something about taking all of the bullshit that we're moving on from, trying to move on from, we're actively working towards evolving from and changing, and realizing like there's some stuff in that needs to be sorted and synthesized and not only offered to yourself but offered for others. There's something about polishing, fire signs, the past, what you've gone through, and developing a product, something that you can ingest and take yourself, metaphorically or symbolically, and being able to offer it to others. And you're being triggered. Spirit is saying you're being triggered here by the people around you, or someone around you, because someone around you is dealing with this. You're dealing with a young person. You could even very well have a child who's dealing with this. The strength in the reverse is the energy of the teenager that feels like life is all about them, life revolves around them, and they're the only ones who know. You ain't know shit, right? They think they're strong, but in reality, they're operating on fumes and hormones, and that shit is not going to get them very far. But you know what? You got to let them learn. 1333 on the clock, right? There's something about you feeling unprepared or unequipped, or like, oh my God, I don't know if I can deal with this again. I don't even know how I survived this shit. Right now, I got to figure out how to help this person. Right? The Two of Cups in the reverse is like talking about, this is twofold things. This is like where you're not able to relate to someone who you love, or you're not able to kind of like, get on the same page as them. There's something here about like a war between, or a tug of war, like a lot of division and fighting around you. There's something about like, some of you guys, you're having issues seeing eye to eye with the child. There's a child that has gone way out of hand here. That's really coming through strong. It's like sticking out like a sore thumb. There's like a child-parent relationship that we're not talking. We're not seeing eye to eye. We can't agree on anything. Everybody feels like defensive, like there's an attack, right? For the other side of this card is also like the relationships that we have invested in and poured into in the past when we were those kids, when we thought we knew it all, when we were up here throwing ourselves up against all types of things, and thinking life is good, life is gonna work out for me, right? And then you deal with some things until you realize like maybe I should deal with some shit first. Maybe I should figure out who I am before I, make a mess of things, And these things stay with us. There's something about the trauma of incompatibility. This is what the cure is for. Hear me. Thank you, Spirit, for helping us get to the bottom of it. The cure that is synthesized for the trauma that comes with incompatible relationships. There's a lot of confusion that comes with incompatible relationships. We're not compatible, therefore this person thinks that I'm wrong. They were trying to name all of the reasons why we're falling into dysfunction because of we're blaming each other. Then we walk away feeling shameful, and then one person's heartbroken and one person is whatever. We have all this trauma. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. The trauma of incompatibility, right? And realizing like, damn, like I could sit here right here on my throne. And everything that I'm carrying, this is what I'm carrying is like a cure. Like I have the cure. I have it. There's something over here about these bunny rabbits chilling in a bed of snakes. That's what it feels like. They're resting in the snakes. It's like, you're like, yeah, that used to be me. I was over there chilling in the serpent, like right in the vicinity of my, I'm hearing like you were right in the place where you weren't supposed to be, but you were also simultaneously supposed to be. There's like a place where you could have easily been taken out, like, a lot of dangerous situations here. I'm also getting something about drug use. This is like the rock star lifestyle. I just saw the image of like a trashed hotel room. Symbolic or literal, it's for you to discern. You're sitting there like, oh shit, like this thing that I've been carrying that's been sitting on my lap, like that I've been tired of, like there's something about this thing that's gonna offer me everything I need and also give me a product, give me something to serve. There's something about the trauma of incompatibility, and the fire signs are all about chemistry. Fire signs represent or kind of govern over that clairsentience. 17:07 on the clock, on the timer. What kind of situations has this manifested in, Spirit? Let's get specific into the situations, as many as we can, or whatever you feel is most necessary, Holy Spirit. Thank you. It's like the trauma of not knowing yourself and what that leads you into. It's like realizing, it's like you're seeing where you were played, right? When you wake up and you realize, oh shit, I've been robbed, right? I've been fucking robbed. Like, this motherfucker. Like, you wake up and you realize years later, like, oh shit, that person's the one that robbed me. Like, my shit went missing, and now I'm realizing, I'm having the epiphany, that person was the one who fucking did it. Oh my God, right? It's like this awareness of, I'm so stupid. Not that I didn't figure it out, but how could I have fallen for that shit? That shit is crazy. It scares you a little bit because you wonder what you're capable of in reference to getting in your own way, what you're capable of making yourself available to individuals and things that you don't know. The reason that those situations are scary is because it's ourselves that we're afraid of. We're afraid of what we will not see. Like, I had in one of my lives, there was a client who was talking about how, like, she fell in love with this house that she wanted to buy, and then she found out that something terrible happened in that house, like a really terrible event, and she was like, it was scary to her because she was like, how could I not feel that? How could I not see that? Why would I fall in love with the house? What does that mean about me? Like, these things are scary because it's like, but why does that draw you, right? What about that situation or what about that person made you feel like, yeah, that's the person I want to chill with, only to find out that they got crabs or that they're over here a thief and then they're doing this and doing that. There's something about all of this discomfort that's sitting up on I'm hearing up in your stomach, your solar plexus, that is waiting to be transmuted, transmogrified is what I'm kind of hearing. I don't know if I'm getting that word out right, but something that is waiting to be, I guess the word would be like synthesized into the cure. There's some cure, right? And it'll bring you back to health. It'll bring you back to balance. God bless, fire signs. I hope this makes sense. I'm looking forward to hearing your own interpretations and your own insights in the comment section. God bless. I'll see you soon. Bye.